atomic bomb, one of the questions I wrote down that I was thinking about discussing in the Socratic Seminar, it was why do why do you guys think that our leaders use bombs as threats and or a way to get an enemy to surrender, or like just in general, why do we need bombs, and why do we use them as a source of manipulation against other countries?
I think the reason why countries use atomic bombs as a threat to other countries is because they know what like could happen if they were to throw an atomic bomb to their country. Like millions of people would die, and there would be a lot of destruction. So yeah, I think that's why they use it as a threat.
Yeah, I agree with Socrates. Yeah, I agree with Socrates because I'm pretty sure no leader or no like president wants their own country to like be destroyed or whatever. So other countries use that as a threat. So yeah.
I agree with Socrates and Valeria because like they don't want the same thing to happen like what happened in like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's like many of like innocent people died, and like nobody wants innocent people to die, you know? So like yeah. What are
Okay, those are very interesting points. Thank you guys. Would anyone else?
Um,
like to-
Ryan,
I have a question. Well, I wrote one of my questions is that what might have happened in the war if the US had not dropped the atomic bomb?
I think what would have happened was that there wouldn't be like as much tension between the countries as there is now, and there will definitely be like more, well, more not peace necessarily peace, but there will be like they would argue more calmly. So that's what I think.
Um, I'm not entirely sure because you're saying they didn't drop it, so meaning we would continue to be in the war against um who are we in a war against with um China, and no, our priorities would have been coming out on top and trying not to try not to fall back and essentially losing the war before it starts. I would say so. Does anyone else have any other questions they wrote down they want to share? Maybe.
What So I found this quote interesting where it said, "Man is in danger of destroying himself with his own weapons, leaving the ants or some other species to take over." What do you guys think that this quote is trying to indicate?
Sorry, I missed that. Can you repeat the question?
Okay, so I found this quote in the text where it said, "Man is in danger of destroying himself with his own weapons, leaving the ants or some other species to take over." What do you guys think this quote is trying to say?
Um, I don't know.
I think
Uh,
I mean like
Weapons are dangerous, basically. Sorry, you can go about it, Eddie. I'm sorry.
I think it will trying to say that if a country makes a nuclear bomb or whatever, it would destroy both parties because knowing the other country would try and bomb and destroy them. yeah.
I agree with Valeria. We might like in the near future, like I don't know why we gotta create nuclear weapons, you know. But like I heard that like they're making like even stronger ones that like the ones that were made in like they dropped in Nagasaki in the other place. So like yeah, that might make a big crater in Earth.
I agree with what Valeria said, and to add on, I feel like the quote can also mean that when they drop atomic bombs, not only does it destroy the soldiers, but it also destroys many civilians. And to what Landy said, do you think that the U.S. will ever get rid of their nuclear weapons?
I think no.
Yeah,
I
I
also
also
don't
think
think
no.
they'll get rid of it. Because nuclear weapons are what makes them seem like powerful.
I believe they won't let go of such a powerful bomb.
Well, I mean, how would they even break the nuclear weapons? Like, wouldn't it explode?
Um, I don't know.
I think they just like throw it in like a area where there's like no one around.
I think that's bad because like of the environment, you know, because like think of the animals. I think they should drop it in the desert. Nothing's in the desert, right?
Animals
Isn't
will
it the same thing though?
Probably.
But like it's better dropping it in the desert instead of like where there's a bunch of trees. Yeah.
But so what do you mean by get rid of them? Like just getting rid of them to replace them with better weapons, or get rid of them to like make peace with other countries and end war altogether? Like what do you think the outcome would be for
To get rid of nuclear weapons and like use other weapons that are not like so destructive? That's what I meant.
um yeah, the I don't know how to phrase this, but I feel like other countries wouldn't respond well to that, and they would think, I'm not sure how other countries would react, whether it would be positively or negatively towards the US getting rid of their weapons, but they could take it either way, I'm pretty sure, but who knows, to be honest. So
To add on what Brian said, I feel like if the US got rid of their bombs or their weapons, it would make them seem as if they're weak. And then I feel like other countries would try and bomb the US to take over since they have no nuclear weapon.
does anyone else want to add on?
Well, I have another question. Can I? Okay. So I put, why do countries that have stronger nuclear weapons think it is necessary to attack against a country that has weak or no nuclear weapons at all?
Well, I feel like it is to intimidate others, because if they like already defeated that country, they it's gonna seem like they're strong enough and powerful, so then other countries are gonna be intimidated and won't want to fight against them.
Yeah, I feel like it's also for resources and to influence their ideologies or beliefs, such as the Cold War. Wait, can you guys hear me, by the way?
Oh,
Can
what did
you
she
guys
say?
hear me or
Yeah.
no? Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any other questions or want to add on? Well, I have another question that I wrote down. If you guys don't mind me sharing that. I wrote down, why does power lead to oppression and oppression of the people and of other countries to from countries that own dominant weapons and think they're superior.
Wait, hold up. Can you repeat what you said right now, please?
Why does power lead to oppression?
I don't know, probably because the people who have the power, they use their power wrong and not correct. Like they use it for themselves, and they don't help people. If I have power, I'll help people on God. But like I don't have power, so like yeah, I can't help people.
Okay, thank you. Well, I what I found interesting was in the in give me a second in the article about George Orwell, it was there was something I found interesting that being about how our country or the surface of our earth was being divided off into three great empires. So what I want to know is if you guys think basically will we ever be in a state in which our country is divided into like I guess different sections in which we fight against each other probably worse than we do now using weapons. Mm.
Can you repeat what you said?
Basically, if you guys think our country will ever be in a state of war again, and if our nations and countries will be divided again like they were during the Cold War.
I do believe that that will happen. I mean, we saw it earlier as well when the U.S. was developing. The the South and the North, basically, the South succeeded from the North, and then it led to the Civil War. So I do believe that in the future things like that would happen.
I agree with Caesar, and also because um in China or the countries are still separated till today, South and North, they're still separated. So I feel like countries will be divided.
I think we'll be divided if we had like a big problem, that like people won't like be able to solve by themselves. Like yeah.
Well, I do believe that there could be like we could be divided because like South and North Korea, they were divided because they both believed like different things. Like North Korea believed in communism, and South Korea was more like believed in democracy and all of that. So yeah, they could be divided.
Would anyone else like to add on or share any other question?
Well, since atomic bombs are so like expensive to manufacture, if they were cheap, do you think any country would use them?
Yes, because the atomic bomb was like their power is what made them look strong towards against other countries.
I think if there were cheaper, then I think like every country would have access to it because since it's easy to have access to them since it's cheap, then everyone will take that advantage and just use that against each other.
Yo, what if we just start selling bombs? You know, like the U.S. Because you know how we got like a lot of bombs. You think we will start selling it? I think we would.
That will cause destruction, total destruction.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, you're right, huh? You're right.
I have a question. Well, this is my question. Like, what would you have done if it were 1945 and you were President Truman facing this dilemma right now? Like, if you were facing that dilemma, the problem.
With bombing Japan, or can you elaborate? Oh, okay. I mean, I still go with the whole bombing thing, just because the prediction of casualties overall, if the U.S. attacked Japan's homeland, was 14 million, around there, or probably more. So yeah, I'd still go with his idea of dropping the bombs. I said also had many pros to go with it.
If I was a president, I would have made the biggest bomb, and then I would have flexed it, and then I'll tell all the countries. I'll be like, all right, this bomb will kill your entire country, and then I know for a fact they won't mess with me, but with the country, my country. Yeah.